Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title, this is going to be a story time about the time that I almost died at Walt Disney World. No, this is not clickbait. This is actually a true story. I did indeed almost die at Disney World, but by the grace of God, I lived to tell the story. So, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you like it. I'm pretty sure you will like it because I'm pretty freaking awesome. So on this channel I mainly do ASMRs, but I'm thinking about expanding my creative content to other things like, you know, just videos of me being who I am. Let's just get right into the story time. And yeah, it was a cool autumn morning. No, just kidding. But it was a day, I'm pretty sure it was cold. I remember having to get a jacket out because it was like kind of cool. So one of my dear friends, she would take me and our friend group to Disney for free. So of course we're gonna go, and this was one of my friends' first time actually going to Disney. So we were pretty pumped and we were pretty excited. You know, Disney is so fun. I absolutely love Disney. This is one of my favorite places to visit, like, ever. In fact, after this whole ban and this whole pandemic is over, that's one of the first places I'm going to be going because I absolutely love Disney.
This is one of those moments that makes me really think that, you know, you can just wake up and you really have to face the day blindly. You never really know what's going to go on, even if you're at one of the happiest places on earth.
So my sister, her being the huge child that she is, she absolutely has to ride the Peter Pan ride. Like, she has to ride it. So the whole time she's like, I want to ride the Peter Pan ride. I want to ride the Peter Pan ride. And we're like, dude, you need to chill, bro. But she wanted to ride the ride so bad. So we all went and we went on the Peter Pan ride. So we get to the Peter Pan ride, all excited, all pumped. Obviously not expecting anything crazy to happen. I board the ride, and if you do know, the ride just goes like, it's like a two-seater. Everybody goes, get on the ride, they stop, put the bar down, and then you continue on. It's kind of like a, I would say, fast-paced moving kind of ride. Fast-paced, like, boarding kind of ride. We get on, we sit down. I had put my backpack between my feet. I put my backpack between my feet, and the reason I'm telling you this is because it's important. So I put my backpack between my feet, and our bar, it's just one bar, and then, like, it's just like a seat, and then like one bar they're gonna put down. Okay, I haven't been on the Peter Pan ride in like years, so I'm not really knowing how the ride is gonna be. So I'm like, okay, let me just go ahead and take off my Mickey ears because I don't want them to fall off while I'm on the ride. I really don't know what's to come on the ride. So I take off my Mickey ears and I go to put them in my backpack. Now at this point we're at, I would say, like, I would call it like the checkpoint where they would bring down the bars. We're there. There's a girl standing right here. She's seeing me and my sister, and I go to put my Mickey ears in my backpack, and for some odd reason, these people decided that's the perfect moment to go ahead and just drop that bar. So they drop the bar, and I don't know if they're actually looking while they drop the bar, or the bar just goes down automatically. They're just expecting people to be sitting upright while they're doing this. Obviously, you're supposed to be sitting upright while you're on the ride, but I mean, you should always watch to see if the people are sitting properly. Anyway, so I go to put my thing in the bag, in the backpack. The bar comes down on me. It hits my neck. It hurts like hell, okay? It hurts so bad. So I'm like, excuse me? Ow? Yeah, it hurts. So I'm like, okay, and then so I kind of panicked because the bar cat came down. So I'm like, okay, so I had to like scoop myself from under the bar, and it ended up hurting my back. I don't know what I did to my back. Something happened and it hurt my back too, and I was just like, oh, my neck, my back, it's hurting just like that. That was so unnecessary, but so yes, it was hurting. I'm like, oh my gosh, and as if that wasn't the worst thing to happen, by me going down and putting my ears in my backpack and coming back up, the bar lifted. And I do not know if that bar was like not secure or what, but for some reason, after they put it down, it was able to come back up. The bar came back up and the ride started. and me and my sister are like, hey, hey, and nobody heard us, or maybe they just did not care or did not see what was going on, but the bar was up, baby. The bar was up. And we were just like, oh my gosh, like this bar is up and it's just us and this chair and 20 feet below us. So we need to be very, very careful. So my sister, she's on the right side of me, so she grabs me and she's like, Journey, just hold on to me, like don't move, because this ride, we are up in the air. Like, I don't know if you've ever been on this ride before, but it's the Peter Pan and Wendy ride. So you know, in the movie Peter Pan and Wendy, they used to fly and stuff. So we're flying too, and we're going over, like, you know, the thing. It's a very beautiful ride, honestly. It's great. But we're like at least 20 to 10 feet, 10 to 20 feet in the air at different points. So if I were to fall, that would have been a hell of a fall. I mean, it would have hurt like heck. I possibly could have lost my life. I could have definitely broken a bone, definitely walked away with some bruises, or it could have been fatal. When I tell you this is one of the scariest situations that I've ever been in, it's one of the scariest situations I've ever been in, besides another story time that I'm going to tell you guys. So stay tuned for that. I don't know, like for some reason I felt like I wanted to cry. Like, I was really terrified. And when we got off the ride, then, you know, it's like the second point where like the bars will come up, and as soon as we come through and the guy sees us with the bars up, he's like,
was that bar up the whole time?
And we were like, yes sir, it was up the whole time. And he's like, oh my god, he looked frightened for us. Like, it was crazy. He looked like, that is not normal. He says, okay, I'm gonna go call somebody. Like, we didn't even ask for this guy to call somebody. He just knew that the severity of the situation was so important that he needed to call his boss. So the boss comes over and he says, are you guys like okay? Do you need us to call anybody? I'm just sitting there. I'm just lucky to be alive. Okay, I don't start feeling the effects of what happened with the bar until after I get off the ride and I started walking around, which I will get to. But he says, are you guys okay? Like, you know, are you good? You need to call anybody? I'm like, no, I'm not exactly thinking. Had I known what I know now, I would have been like, yes sir, you do need to call somebody, because that girl let us on this ride with the bar up. I really didn't want to get the girl in trouble, but like, come on now, like the bar was up. Like, you should know that that's not right, because I still feel effects of that ride today, which really sucks. I just really would have asked him, like, dude, I don't need any money. I just, like, I'm hurting. So, like, can we, like, fix this? Like, can you guys get somebody to fix this? That's all I would have wanted. Girl, you know you would have wanted a check. So stop playing. But, yeah, it was crazy. So I said no, and I lost the opportunity of that. But after the ride, and I started to walk around and get on other rides, I definitely started to feel it. And I was like, dude, like, this hurts. And I had called my mom, like, Mom, I'm okay, but I was just on the ride at Disney and the ride handle was up and now my neck is hurting and my back is hurt. I am just so thankful that it had ended like that, instead of me actually falling, or it being another person and them not knowing how to handle themselves in that situation and them end up falling over. That's the story about the time that I almost died at Walt Disney World. And yeah, it's crazy. I live to tell the story. If you take anything from this story, I just want you to know, always make sure that your handle is down, you're properly secured in your ride. I don't care if you have to scream to the top of your lungs for them to stop that ride and do something. You need to make sure that you are secured, because it could potentially cost you your life. And a lot of times these ride operators are very corrupt and they do not care. And I watch videos on roller coaster incidents all the time, and it sounds very similar to my situation. Just one thing and it can be terribly wrong. Like, literally, if you're on a roller coaster, like, there only has to be one nail loose, one bar not going down, one not one thing not clicking, like, and it can cost you your life. So guys, make sure that you are properly secured in your rides. I do not recommend riding any of the rides at the fair unless you know they've been properly examined. But guys, yeah, that's the end of my story time. So if you like the story time, go ahead and give it a like. If you like me, go ahead and subscribe so you can see more of my story times. I have a lot more coming. And yeah, leave a comment about something that you want to see me, and let me know in the comments what you think about this story, because I want to know people's feedback, because this story to me is kind of like crazy. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and